Hello, this is Kyle Grossmiller with Pure Storage, and in today's technical demo video, we're going to show you some of the exciting new features we've added to version 4.5.0 of the vSphere plugin. To start, just to set the table, we've got three different flash arrays that are associated with the vCenter instance. You can see them there. And then we have also got our plugin installed, version 4.5.0. Now with those three arrays, one is fiber channel, one is iSCSI, and then the other is mixed mode. What we'll start out with though is single ESXi host configuration. So if I select a single ESXi host and scroll down on the summary page, we can see here that all of the different arrays that are available to this host and registered against this vCenter are shown here. One is connected, one is not configured, and then the other one has some possible configuration issues. If I go to the configure screen and then scroll all the way down, we can see, get a little bit more detail about these host connections for the various flash arrays. That pull-down menu enables you to look at it on an array-by-array basis. So we can see, one is connected, one is not, and then the other may have some issues. Next, looking at ESXi host group configuration, if we go up to our actual data center host group itself and go in the summary screen, we can see what the Pure Storage flash array looks like with respect to all hosts. And again, going back into configure Pure Storage, we see that our individual ESXi hosts are aggregated there. Next, let's take a look at creating a host group. So if we go back into the screen, we can basically pull down an array, select create host group, or if we right click on this host group, right click on it and go down to Pure Storage, we can get to this wizard as well. So for our mixed mode array, let's go ahead and create a fiber channel based host group. We can see it's been created here, everything's connected. And if we go over to the actual flash array itself, we can see that that host group has been indeed created on the flash array. How about if we've got a host group that exists and we want to add a host to it? So let's say we've got our existing three ESXi hosts, but we're going to add a fourth. So right click, we'll go ahead and quickly add an additional ESXi host to this host group. We'll quickly step through these steps, root password. We'll accept the thumbprint, and then we'll go ahead and commission this ESXi host into this cluster. Okay, so now that our fourth host has been added to the host group, we now need to add it to our underlying flash array host group. So we'll go back to our X70 mixed, we'll update the host group. We can see that there is an entry there for adding this host to that existing host group. With that complete, we can see it's now connected. And then again, if we go back over to our flash array and refresh the window, we can see that that host has indeed been added to it. If we want to rename and disconnect a host, you can also do this within the vSphere plugin. So if we try to disconnect this host and it's not in maintenance mode, we should see a warning error. There's the rename host option there. But as we can see here, this host is not in maintenance mode, so we cannot disconnect it. If we go to maintenance mode, enter maintenance mode, and then try to disconnect the host again, we should be able to. And as we can see, we can here. And again, that rename host button will just open up a wizard for you to rename that host. Very straightforward. Going back to the flash array GUI, if we refresh this view, we can see that that member host has indeed been removed. Last section is configuring software iSCSI on ESXi. So if we look at our M70 iSCSI based flash array, this has not been set up or configured at all. We'll take this host out of maintenance mode real quick. And then if we right click on this cluster, go down to Pure Storage, and as you can see, there is a configure iSCSI option. We'll select our iSCSI flash array and click configure. This will enable the software iSCSI adapter, set up the flash array as a dynamic iSCSI target, and amongst a few other things. Best practices for iSCSI. So now that it has been configured, as you can see here, we have the option of configuring iSCSI, but we do need to add this host group using the iSCSI based protocol. We can see everything is connected, and once again, going to our iSCSI based flash array GUI, we can see that that Mountain View host group has been added. It's been populated with the correct hosts, and then if we actually look in, there's the iSCSI host port configured, and the ESXi personality has been set. Thanks for watching. Please go ahead and check out the VMware Platform Guide for a lot more detailed information about this and other functionalities in the vSphere Web Client plugin. Thanks again.